Oh shit. Hey y'all, so let me turn on the light. Hey y'all, so I just auditioned, and this is the second time I auditioned, and this is at a different club, and they hired me. Like, I was like this time around I just kind of let myself loose, whereas before I was really just kind of uptight. I didn't know how to move my body, and so I spent a lot of time fucking up my body, learning how to do pole moves, learning how to move sensually. And if y'all watch Hustlers, like Cardi says, drain the clock, not the cock. And this was really interesting. So I expected this. So I had to take this time to really mentally and physically prepare myself of what stripping will entail, because it'll fuck up your mind and it'll fuck up your body if you don't take time to understand what it truly takes. And you really have to internalize it in a sense, but not take it to heart, if that makes sense. So I just danced my 2 stage sets, and yeah. And this old dude, before I even started dancing, this old dude literally he saw me walking out of the changing room, which was really fucked up because that room was straight open to the public. So like I could be fucking ass out, titties out, vagina out. And this dude just walked in while I was changing, and he's like, hello. And I was like, hi. I mean, if this dude was out in the public and he was eyeing me and he was trying to talk to me, I wouldn't have fucking said shit otherwise. But I'm at the club. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to be, putting on my character. So I said hi to him and shit. So, what was I saying? Right. So as I was dancing on the stage, he was already coming up, and I saw him taking his ones out, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna inch up to him. And so I was like up against him in mermaid position, brushing my leg, brushing my titties, and he sticks a 1 deep in my bra, in my titties, in my bra, and then he started rubbing my stomach. I was like, okay, first time, okay. It shocked me at first because obviously I'm not used to a random ass stranger touching me, let alone a really creepy old dude. Like, he was really old and he was really creepy looking. Like, he looked like a pedophile. I'm not trying to judge nobody, but he looked really creepy and old, okay? And no girls was looking at him and paying attention to him. He was just walking around the club and it was really, really creepy. But he was tipping me, so I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna dance for him, look all sensual and shit. Get some bucks out of him, you know what I'm saying? And then as I did my little pole moves, moved on the floor sensually, and he was like eyeing me again. He was looking at me really creepy. He was staring at my boobs and staring at my pussy. He was like, do something to it, do something to it. That's what his eyes was telling me, because he was looking at them really weird. He was just like he was staring at my titties and my pussy like that. And I was like, no thank you, no thank you. But yeah, he only tipped me $2. Because I could have stayed longer right by the stage where he was tipping me and just stayed longer and danced sensually for a minute. But I wanted to move around the stage and get a feel of the stage. I don't want to just stay in one spot. I wanted to give the entire audience a show and give them a connection. But there were barely any customers in there. There was only like 2 or 3. And they were looking, but they weren't looking. So I did give them some attention, but nothing too much, since it was my first time, and this is the only dude that came up to my stage and tipped me. So yeah. And right after I got off the stage, the dude was like, okay, so the general manager wants you to start tomorrow, so come in at 4 and we're gonna start the paperwork. And I was like, but I have school tomorrow at 4. So I'm like, can I come after 4:30? And he's like, okay, then come at 5. I was like, I don't even know if I can make it in time, because I say get off at 4:30, but then I'm like, shit, it takes me 3 hours to get ready. Like, everything to get ready to work at the strip club. But now that I really got everything ready today, tomorrow I don't have to do as much work. But makeup takes a long time. My hair, my wig takes a long time. And yeah, I'm making sure everything is hairless. He literally stuck his shit down. Oh my god. He literally stuck cash down my pussy. And I was like, oh my god, don't touch me there like that. You could do that in the private dance if you're tipping me like fucking $200, okay? Then maybe you can touch ish. But I'm up in the stage. Don't fucking touch my pussy, okay? That's no. So I'm gonna start setting boundaries. If they're gonna start doing that right on the stage, I'm not gonna stay right there and let them tip me. I'm just gonna walk away. Or I'm just gonna crawl away. But yeah, I would have vlogged, but I was really trying to focus my energy and trying to pay attention and trying to keep myself safe at the same time. So yeah, man, this makeup took a minute to do too as well. But now I'm glad that my makeup had a purpose, because I always do my makeup all the time by myself at night, trying to practice my looks and trying to see what look works for me. And now that I found a look that works for me and kind of disguises my face but doesn't make me look like a clown, is great. And I say disguise because I work at a club that is, I wouldn't say close to me at all. It's definitely not close to me at all, but it's 20 minutes away from me, but it's still in the vicinity of where I guess a lot of people would go to my school or go to just, I don't know, be around there, be in public. So I'm like, I don't want to put on too much makeup that I look like a fucking clown, Pennywise, okay? But I also don't want to look too light and natural for people to recognize me when I'm not wearing makeup. Out about in public and going to school, because that'll be fucking like embarrassing. I don't want to see anyone from my school or from my class and see me dancing. I have no shame in doing this, but it's just like, you saw me naked. I don't like that. Like, there's my work life and there's school life and family life. I don't like to bring all those together in one mumbo jumbo. I have to separate those things because it keeps me grounded, keeps me organized, and keeps me grounded as an individual and a woman. So yeah, that was my second attempt at strip club auditions. I really pushed myself today. But I'm so fucking mad because they made me go home and get my passport. I went there. It took me 20 minutes to get there. I had to go back 30 minutes with traffic. Go home, fucking get my passport. Go back out there. And then they're like, oh, you don't need your passport anymore. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, why do you make me go all the way home and get that shit when you didn't even fucking need it? Like, the fuck? Anyways, yeah. That's my, experience talking about, I guess, my life after failure. I'm inspired by that show because first attempt I failed when I tried to audition at a strip club, but this, yeah, I don't know, maybe they didn't hire me because I really have flat titties, but I don't fucking care anymore. Gotta work your thing and do your thing. I don't know. Tomorrow when I have to fill out the applications, I don't know if they have to like make me strip down and see my naked body, and then to really determine if they'll hire me. And I found out because there's 2 other girls that was auditioning after me, and they was saying this girl saying that she auditioned at another Deja Vu, and this place does so it's not like under the table strip club working status. It's that you have to work legally as an entertainer. So what you do is you're on payroll. So basically you're given checks, which is really weird to me. I don't know how that's gonna work. I really don't know how that's gonna work. Oh shit, it's getting dark. Because I've never had that experience. Because from all I know is that when you work as a dancer, an entertainer at a strip club, how you get paid is through tips, and how many ever tips you make a night, whether you make enough or you don't make enough, you have to tip out to management. So